Oh, right. How about that? How about that son of ours, David Adams? He and his sister Beth has just done absolutely wonderful things for us since we came to Minnesota. If you can imagine coming to a new town with all your belongings in a van someplace, and first buying a house, and then not not buying that house, and moving into an apartment, and then moving in bags and boxes to an apartment. Don't have any idea where anything is. Um, those guys have been fantastic. And David's, many of you know that David, Pat, and I have been through Landmark Education, which is a organization of people all designed to bettering themselves in the world. And through that organization, the first night we were here in this apartment, which we'll show you later on at some point in time, they brought sheets and towels and plastic knives and forks and bowls so we could eat. I mean, it's like we were camping without any camp. It was really good. The the form of this video is a one where we, Pat and I, and our family can express just super huge high gratitude for all of the cards and the emails and the postings on CaringBridge, because they touch our hearts down to the last little bit of the muscles, and they make us cry a lot, because when people ask me how I feel, they say, "How do you feel?" I says, "Well, it's different. It's on two different planes. Um, physically, I don't. I hurt. It's hard to swallow. Sometimes I'm not steady on my feet. But that part that part pales in comparison with the way that I feel loved and appreciated and valued by so many people. And you guys just can't understand what that is unless you have experienced it. And I hope you get a chance to experience it at a roast or something instead of something like this, because it's a beautiful feeling. Thank you very much. Now I'd like my rock here to say a few words here.
Well, that's a tough act to follow. But hi to everybody. When we saw your faces on the church video and saw them on other things, notes, and pictures you've sent to us, I just want to wave at you and say hi. Hi. You all look so good to us, and hearing your voices is like a balm for us. And we have a phone going off here. Dick's phone. That is a sound that we hear frequently. So anyway, I just want to say that your oh my goodness, the letters and the notes and the emails and the postings on CaringBridge have been just wonderful. Just wonderful. So heartwarming. They've kept us alive. They've kept us connected to each one of you. I've got to thank David and Beth for a phenomenal job in getting that CaringBridge up and running. And the word out at the very beginning of our situation. Keep it coming, you guys. It's so fabulous for Dick, and it's very, very uplifting for me. I have to say, and this may sound funny, odd even, But this is the best of times, and this is the worst of times for us. The best in that we are feeling so loved, so supported. Dick is able, Kleenex please. Dick is able to know how many lives he's touched, what an impact he's had in this world, and how much richer this world is because he's been here. And for that, he is greatly blessed, and so are all the family members, me, the kids, our grandchildren, to see this, but mostly for Dick. It's just so wonderful to be able to know that it mattered that you passed this way. So thank you for that. It's the best of times, and we feel enveloped in a blanket of love and held up and supported by your prayers and your love. It's the best of times, the best of feelings. Our family is as close as it's ever been. We're talking so well. The grandchildren are so much a part of this journey. That's the best of times for family. It's the worst of times because of the illness that Dick has and the prognosis. I have to admit to all of you, and you probably won't be surprised to hear this, that I believe in miracles. And I'm clinging to that. But I know that this will all turn out the way God wants it to. And you're not surprised to hear me say that either. So you are all in my prayers and in our prayers, right? Yeah. We are just praying for all of you and sending you our love and appreciation and gratitude from our hearts. And ask that you keep it up. We're so grateful for the church. We're so grateful for Pastor Woody. We're just grateful for everything. Mostly, I think we're grateful for one another. Yeah. And what we've, the trip. It's been a great trip. 52 years. 54 years.
Uh-huh. We've heard from...
I love you all.
We've heard from so many people over the country, and I don't know how they're getting in contact with this, but there seems to be a net going. I'm hearing from people that I haven't heard from in 25 years. It's just, it's amazing.
Well, we know that we feel God's presence in all of this. I think God is written all over what's happening, just bringing us here to be with our family, to be close to everybody, to all the things that have happened. You guys, you cannot see so many God incidences. There are no coincidences, and it's just written all over this story. We're blessed, and we're thankful indeed for that. So, on that note,
well, no conversation would be complete without a funny story, and you know, I think they're funny stories. The cancer apparently began 17 years ago when I had retina melanoma, and the cancer just went and hid someplace and came out. You have to get a lot of tests and stuff, and one of the big tests they do is the MRI, which is magnetic. Blah, blah, blah. Well, the doctors didn't want to, the radiologist didn't want to do the MRI, which has, you know, much greater resolution to it, because he saw these 4 chips in my eyes, suspected that they were metal chips, and just didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I went through a long period, not a long period, over, you know, half a day, getting the people up at the Mass General, where I had the original eye done, getting the people down here say, hey, it's cool, it's safe. Those things aren't going to pop out of his eye. So here I go down to the MRI thing, and knowing these chips aren't going to pop out of my eye, and I look down at my little Johnny coat, the little hospital coat, and it was filled with metal buttons. So I could just see, okay, it's not going to take these, but it might take these, and they go careening over the MRI. I thought that was funny. And as we go along, I'll think of some more funny stories because there's just been a lot of funny stories. And you got to see the humor. You got to see the humor in things. So that's it for now. That's it for now. Keep us in our prayers and our family and our grandchildren, and we'll keep in touch. And please do keep sending those cards and letters because they mean so very, very much to us. So, vaya
See you
con
later.
Dios.